Hi, this is Clay with Corel Trainer. How to learn CorelDRAW for the APA, Awards and Personalization Association. Corel is the best tool for the imprint industry, obviously very much including in the engraving industry itself. Whether it's a rotary engraver or a laser engraver that you're using, grayscale artwork is absolutely defined and most important for us engravers. Brightness, contrast, intensity, the darkness, if you will, of any selected object in Corel, can be adjusted under the Effects menu, going down to Adjust, and choosing Brightness, Contrast, Intensity. You'll notice there's quite a few other adjustments and features and filters and things that you can use inside Corel other than Brightness, Contrast, Intensity. Corel is very dependent on what's selected. With this photo of Marilyn Monroe selected, I can increase the brightness, decrease the contrast, and increase the intensity. And you'll notice quite a bit of difference in that photo itself. Stopping from, or bringing things back down, not exaggerating as much for you, you might be able to tell when you would be able to increase intensity and adjust accordingly with brightness, and playing with the contrast in a negative aspect or a consistent exaggerated aspect, you'll be able to adjust what we know as depth. Really the deepness of your equipment once that art is sent to that particular equipment. A way that Corel and its art overlaps with the engraving industry as well as other imprint industries, such as vinyl cut-ready artwork, is when we start working with vector art, and specifically stencils for sandblasting or negative printing itself. The version of our logo here that I've stretched out on the left side of your screen, you'll notice is a negative print version of Corel Trainer, right? So certain aspects of Corel Trainer is negative, while with the other version that I have selected here, other aspects of the logo is what we might call negative print or reverse print, reverse engrave, substrate coming through. These are concepts that are very important to us in the engraving world, not just when we're making stencils, but when we really want to show that glass, the glass come through, the shininess of the award come through, the wood, not just the depth of the wood that's being cut, but the on-off, black-white, deep or not deep concept level of what we are engraving. Understanding Corel and the basics of it is very, very important to us. Not just what we've mentioned so far in this video, but every aspect of what's selected, what's not selected, clicking on nothing, clicking on a digital image, clicking on a vector image, needs to be understood, at least to the beginner's concept, while you're working in Corel for your engraving industry. Few things in CorelDRAW specifically. You'll notice I mentioned earlier going up to one of the menus at the top of the screen. So going up to Tools is one of the menus, right? Going up to Effects is one of the menus. Side note, the Object menu has many of the features and functions that we'll use the most as engravers. Going over to the tools themselves, not the tool menu, but the tools themselves, is the left side of your CorelDRAW, just here. And this has all of the manual adjustment features and basically drawing, editing, things like that we may want to do, depending again on what's selected in Corel, right? That makes sense. So, menus at the top, tools on the left. There are hidden tools beneath each tool if you hold down your left mouse click or click in the lower right of that tool to get a flyout of the tools. Right? There we go. The Properties bar is up at the top. So beneath the menus, obviously above the ruler at the top, and the tools on the left is all of this section here that I'm hovering my mouse around that you'll notice keeps changing depending on what I select in CorelDRAW, right? This whole section keeps changing. A digital image gives me digital art to adjust, text gives me fonts and things to adjust, and then vector line art gives me other aspects that I may want to adjust, let's say an outline, for example. So the property bar is very important on what it is we're working with in Corel. I do want to point out specifically the color palettes on the right and how we can fill any art with a color by left mouse clicking on the art, outline it by right mouse clicking on that color, and as well as left and right mouse clicking on the slash or X to remove the color, right? And left mouse click slash or X to remove the fill color, or again, the outline color. In CorelDRAW, though, you'll notice that vector art is very dependent, again, on what's selected and what color we have as a fill, what color we may or may not have as an outline. That art that's selected for us engravers, again, we're viewing depth. Is black all the way engraved as deep as possible, or just a light engrave depending on the settings of your commercial equipment, of course. The shape tool is the second tool down in Corel and will identify every individual node, every individual point that makes up that art specifically. And again, depending on what's selected, that art may adjust differently when adjusting with the shape tool. For example, a line of text selected with the shape tool, we can adjust the individual spacing of the letters or the kerning. While with that logo, that vector art, you'll notice there's a lot more adjustments that we can make with a lot of nodes, such as deleting specific nodes or groups of nodes. You're definitely going to want to spend a little bit of time with node editing or the shape tool, second tool down in Corel, and getting to know that. How to learn more in Corel ideally would be with our Corel Trainer plugin software. Corel Trainer offers an additional menu that will install into your CorelDRAW X7 or newer, so at least the last 5 or 6 years of versions of Corel. The Corel Trainer menu is very simple right up at the top of your CorelDRAW workspace. The first features of the Corel Trainer is literally step-by-step learning and step-by-step training inside your Corel. These 26 courses does 2 things. You'll select the course and those 2 things happen. You'll notice right on your screen a training video appears. Right? So I selected O in the A to Z, text and fonts. This class is about 16 minutes long, but it also loaded the exact outline as a new page inside your Corel. So this is the exact steps that you'll go through in this training video. Splitting your screen or having a second monitor is very useful. This 16-minute course, working exactly through these exact steps, may take you or your employees a half hour or a little bit longer to go through. Every single one of these A to Z classes, whether it's mouse manipulation or just understanding more of Corel, will load a training video from right inside your Corel, as well as the worksheet, and you and your employees, your family members can work step by step through those worksheets, those exact outlines with those exact training videos. The next aspect of Corel Trainer that we're most proud of, in my opinion, has to be the Shorts Index. The Shorts Index is also 2 major features. One, we've added over 90 short little videos on individual subjects, individual functions, all of which are right about 4 minutes long. This one tool, this one menu option, this one Docker or feature inside Corel. The second aspect of the Shorts Index, well, would be the index, the ability to keyword search. We can search for shadows, let's say, and our answer will come up in the form of, here's a beginner class, here's a shorts class, brightness, contrast, intensity. Strange how that directly relates to what we're going over right now, right? So again, from the Corel Trainer simple menu that adds to your CorelDRAW, you can reach out through the Shorts Index to ask our AI intelligence a question. How do I, remove certain parts of an art? And the answer is, here's a couple beginner classes. You can remove parts of art through the knife tool, the crop tool, the eraser tool. Again, if it says shorts, you're looking at probably a 4-minute short video explaining that particular feature. And if it says beginner or intermediate, or the answer may come up in the form of a live class. So you can jump to tons more. There's hundreds of training videos and hundreds of hours of education organized through the index, the A to Z, as well as jumping straight to all of those live courses that we teach around the country. Not just the online classes that we teach, but live classes at events for the past several years. You'll notice that we've been to, I believe, 11 or 12 trade shows in 2020 21 alone, and you can attend those classes as if you're in the room. No matter who from Corel Trainer teaches it, we record it and we post it for our members. You can also reach out to Corel Trainer through our plugin software. We prioritize questions from our members from right inside Corel. So you say, contact Corel Trainer. Though as a member, you can reach out to us via text or call anytime, as your membership contact information is loaded to our company phones. We advertise anytime support. So if you're a member of Corel Trainer, you text us, take a picture of your screen maybe, screen capture, maybe you send us in an email. Lots of different ways to reach out to us, your art, whatever it is you're struggling with, specifically in the imprint industry. Engraving, vinyl cutting, screen printing, digital printing for sublimation or direct to print or these type of things. Embroidery, it doesn't matter. You reach out to us, all things Corel graphics related, anytime, and we get back to you anytime, within reason. 9 o'clock at night, one of us is going to text you back. 2 in the morning, probably going to hear back from us, sometime in the, at 6 or 7 in the morning after that. The membership is next to nothing for the monthly fee and the support that you're going to receive. The one-time sign-up fee includes, at least as of now, includes our plugin software with all those features I just showed you, and we're about to make you a awesome offer for being in the class today, getting access to our membership with no contract term. The one-time sign-up fee will give you the plugin software as of right now, so that'll be a freebie. And you'll be able to reach out to us anytime, having hundreds of hours of training, step-by-step learning for you and your employees, the shorts index, everything. Thanks again for spending the time to be in this little class, this little virtual demonstration, learning a little bit more on ways to learn Corel with menus and tools and colors and all these type of things. The one thing we didn't go over in this class is specifically grayscale color palettes. And guess what? You can very easily, through the shorts index, ask about grayscales, ask about color palettes, ask about specifically laser engraving, and your answers will be in the form of one of those shorts, beginner, intermediate, or live classes. Grayscale. And there's tons to go over. Thanks again. My name's Clay. Reach out to us anytime, CorelTrainer.com. Have a good one. We'll see you in the classes.